just spoke with a young man who's probably early 20s, somewhere around there. I don't think about time. I just think about I'm communicating to you, and you're aware of who you are, and you're aware of who I am. So I'm going to impart some information to you because this is very important stuff. When I experience certain things, which is information that travels through electrons, and I become aware of it, then I realize what's going on. Okay. So I'm feeling the energy going up, and I realize that, man, I knew this wasn't going to take very long. How do you know that? Intuition, knowing your future events, right? So when you realize that, man, I love to generate a shit pot full of neurons, that's higher intelligence, that's higher creativity, man, you can experience a reality that's off the charts. Yeah, because that's who we are. Just break down the human body, okay, and you realize the level of creative intelligence that built that thing, put it together as a DNA assembly. Okay, pairs, bonding, right? Soul bonding, tribe, family, soul, family. How much fire you got in your furnace, baby? Enough to create another universe. This guy right here, he doesn't love himself at all. No, he pounds the sugar down into his head to make sure that he keeps decreasing more neurons every day. So you know he's not very intelligent, right? That's just another observation, measurement in a classroom.
I never knew that.
Sad.
I believe you. You don't have to show me.
It's painful because when you realize that where we are, we never lose any of that, right? Self-repair, self-assembly, DNA, self-assembly, right? Quantum erasers. I just uncreated what I just created. How about uncreate an experience that I had? Wipe it from memory. Well, how many of my memories can I wipe? It didn't serve me as a result of the experience that I had. Because remember, back when I was 4 years of age, I'm not supposed to be experiencing any pain or suffering. That's not who we are. That's not the creator of the universe that does that. So it starts with love, which starts with light. So what do? We measure how much you love yourself. That's a measurement of your speed. Producing neurons like waves. So the speed of the waves, the speed of the neurons. How long does it take for a neuron to communicate to another neuron? Right? Communication units of communication, building networks. How big is your network? How much are you aware of? Everything that's in that light. Really? Of course. How do you think we communicate? We communicate through love, man. That's what the light is. So when you're able to do that, tell me something. What is your electrical potential? It's infinite, isn't it? That means you can create infinite stuff, tell infinite stories, right? So imagine you're with a girl who knows how to do that with you. Yeah. Scale that one up. So what I said to this young man is I said, listen, things are going to change, okay, at a pretty rapid rate. So you read the Declaration of Independence, right? He shook his head, yeah, and he had a little smile on his face. It's like he already knew where he was going with me. And the proof of that was he gave me a fist bump. So I said, it's like this. You know what self-rule is. I said, imagine that you can walk around anywhere that you go on this planet. Nobody's trying to tell you what to do. You're free to be whatever you want, create whatever you want. That's the reality that you're experiencing because that's who you are because you have that much love in your heart to do it with. Can you imagine being with other beings that are like that, which means nobody's trying to hold your mind's energy captive anymore? Well, that's what the first paragraph of the Declaration of Independence is trying to inform us of who it was that wrote that. So I knew what that was when I was a child, which is self-rule, which is self-love. Right? Man, now you're going faster than crazy, which means you love the energy you are, which means you love the universe that you live in because it starts with us, your soul. What are you? I want to be the most powerful energy there is in the cosmos. Why is it? To keep it intact. Love is the glue. Love is the bonding of the pairs. So that's simple stuff. So I looked at him, I said, do you think it's possible for you to, no matter where you go, you can live in a state of peace? Can you live in a state of peace? He shook his head and said, yeah, of course. Okay, so imagine you're in a place and nobody's telling you what to do. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. See, this is like simple to this young man. So he understands what I'm talking about, see? Which means he doesn't have to release a lot in order to be what that is and then experience that, right? That's self-rule. That means you grew up. It means you learned how to behave. A girl was my first teacher who taught me how to behave. My mother used to say to me, be on your best manners. Be on your best manners. Yes, ma'am. You better believe I'll be on my best manners, Mama. Robert's a mama's boy. Robert's a mama's boy. You better believe I am, because I love my goddess. Okay? I love Sophia. Wisdom. Wisdom. Spiritual wisdom. Right? Bye. Remember the girl said one time to me, what has a girl got to do to catch you? Man, you got to be vibrating faster than the speed you're running at. But it's not meant to lower her energy. It's just like, come on, you're a girl. I learned through you. What happened to you? How come you're not running at that speed? You were abused, huh? Yeah. Well, then I guess I got to restore your heart. I know how to do that with you. I make love to you all day long, every day of the week. And we'll pump out beautiful children every 9 months. We'll fill up a planet ship with the most beautiful beings there are to hang around with that are so creative and have so much love in their heart that nobody's experiencing anything less than what that is. Really? You know how to do that with a girl? Of course. I hang out with a goddess, man, so that's simple stuff. But what she does, that's her giving that to you. Thank you. So you know we got to be thanking her every day, and I do. Because she's so beautiful to hang out in. You're experiencing a girl, a living spirit, the great living spirit of Mother Earth. That's where I go to heal. She healed. I tried to leave I never got a chance to make a movie about it or even write that book. Well, actually, that book was already written. It's in the record if you want to go look at it. Which is why I'm headed where I'm headed. I'm done with rule-based functions. Okay, in here, so I'm in the process of making an exit. Remember, stage left? Remember who that was? Exit, stage left. I'll exit in whatever direction I want to go. I got all the angles, right? Yeah, all the geometric ways in which we can fill up all the space with beautiful musical spheres. How big is your sphere? And man, I tried to figure out a way in which to take what they do that takes 4 years to get a certificate in order to be a slave to a parasite. See if there is a way to impart to a child in 15 minutes. And they're off and running, lit like an 8-day clock, and they're already a lighthouse. Right? Now, I get it that genetics has a lot to do with it. But you can actually rewrite that stuff. Did you know that? Once you have the information and you realize how it works, and you don't want to be what that is because you realize the power of the neurons to generate and produce more neurons that is off the chart, now you're going to start, now you're going to track meet against yourself to be a star. A red giant. Imagine that. Yeah, that's what I experience. And it's a beautiful experience how grand the Creator actually is when you live through a girl's heart. Because that heart was given to me by a girl. Right? Right. Girls know this stuff. So to all the girls on the planet, I love every single one of you with all my heart and soul. Thank you all for being here and all the love you give to your children and the love you give to everything that is. You already know how much I love you. Okay? You were all my teachers. So with that, I bid you a good day. I know that on Project Speak, there was something, I think her name was Lisa. I forget the other guy's name. I simply listened to what the information is informing me of what it is in their mind. And then just put it together and go, okay, there was a little snippet, a message that, imagine that all of the rulers were God. And you began to realize, hey, we're on our own. Well, how is stuff getting around without somebody telling somebody else to do, like, hey, we got a ship over here that we got to transport so-and-so and so-and-so on a time clock. Well, somebody's got to be told what to do in order to get that done. Well, what if you were able to telepathically communicate with everybody, in which all that is just, if you will, synchronized, okay? Telepathically, to be able to work together and collaborate together for the benefit of the entire cosmos. Imagine that. Now, what I'm not talking about, because I've covered artificial intelligence, right? But we're talking about creativity here, writing your own stories, being a storyteller of how many places you